Dear beloved, we are gathered here today so I can tell you all about my key learning experience during the 2020 fall academic semester in my field experience course. During the past 3.5 months, 4 months, I've been engaged with Denver Human Services Child Welfare Division. In order to practice in child welfare in Colorado, you have to go through what is called the Child Welfare Academy training. In the Child Welfare Academy training, they teach you through a series of courses, very long courses that are death by PowerPoint and mind-numbing virtually now. It used to be by classrooms, but thanks for COVID. Anyways, that's not the point. It was exhausting, difficult process, getting through it. But the courses, several different courses, teaches you how to assess and engage with families that are involved in the child welfare system due to neglect or abuse in the family towards the children. This course has required so far over 100 hours, but I'm pulling through and I'm enjoying the experience. The course has like I mentioned, a few major components. These Hotline Red Team, safety through engagement, working towards closure, practice simulation, legal preparation, and choose your own trail. The last two I've not completed yet, but they're part of the end process of the course. The Child Welfare Academy aims to prepare a social worker to practice effectively in the assessment of child abuse and neglect in the state of Colorado. So, like I mentioned, every section of the course, mind-numbing, but it teaches you a certain skill on how to engage and how to practice. The Hotline Red Team, that section taught me how to properly assess and how to ask questions, to make a clear report to pass on to the caseworker that's going to go out in the field and assess. So I had to be very tactical about the questions and how I engage with the caller on the line. Safety through engagement, it teaches students how to be tactical about engagement with families, how to conduct that initial engagement. And it is not an easy process. Working towards closure, it's the understanding of the crucial decisions that inform case planning with families and bring to life the values, concepts, skills, and practice of the child welfare in Colorado. Essentially, it teaches you it taught me how to case plan and how to further engage as a caseworker with families. I've also done the fundamentals practice simulation, which was a hard experience. I was engaged with interviewing a real family of actors. And that experience it pointed out some of the flaws and points that I need to focus on to tune my skills. I still have to complete the legal preparation for caseworkers course and the Choose Your Own Trail course, and that's within the next 2 weeks still. Skills learn and acquire. A social worker must be tactical for, when you're engaged with families. Most families, they don't want to be engaged with you, really. Therefore, social workers working with children and families must practice having this understanding, being tactic about how we engaged. We must be good listeners. We must practice with compassion and empathy. Skills, understanding the power and difference and believing in the dignity and worth of our clients. Lessons learned. The biggest lesson learned is that I am here dealing with people's livelihoods. It's a whole different of seriousness. It's not that I'm dealing with a product or uh, something that's, I can just put it to the side. No, these are people's families. These are people's livelihoods. So it takes a different type of investment and skill, realization, realizing that realization, that reality has been my biggest lesson. Another lesson that I've gathered is that case reports that come in through the hotline are not concrete evidence of a person's wrongdoing or that something wrong has happened. I have to be mindful of building that report and to effectively, put all the puzzle pieces together and perform my job effectively, in order to advocate effectively for a family. I have to be mindful of all the puzzle pieces, not just one that I have. Anyways, I'm sorry for the rambling, but thank you for tuning into my key learning experience.